Well, it's one lap to go for Aleix Espargaro, and he is keeping it pinned. He's keeping it full throttle. There's no premature celebration, as the history will not repeat itself. As we mentioned then, just 4.6 kilometres standing between Aleix Espargaro and a memorable weekend. And what about the factory Aprilia team as well, as they are well set for an historic 1-2 for the first time in their MotoGP history. Does not get any better than that.
Well, our thoughts are with Pecco Bagnaia, and we'll never know what kind of Grand Prix we would have seen if Bagnaia was able to take part in the restart of this race. But what you cannot deny is that the factory Aprilia has worked beautifully around this circuit to Barcelona, Catalunya this weekend. Aleix Espargaro had too much pace for anyone else in the sprint yesterday. Had that sprint gone on a lap longer, Maverick Vinales might well have secured a 1-2 for them yesterday. But that motorcycle that Aleix Espargaro has had such a key role in developing and bringing towards the front of MotoGP, it's about to take a 1-2 finish in the Catalan Grand Prix, and this will be a very popular victory for all of the Catalans who've come into the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya this afternoon.
2 or 3 years ago, he thought about quitting. He thought he'd run into a brick wall, Aprilia not making any significant strides towards where he wanted to be, fighting for the World Championship, fighting for race wins week in, week out in MotoGP, but he stuck with it. Aprilia backed him, he backed Aprilia, and with just 2 corners remaining, it is going to be sweet, sweet revenge. Home sweet home for Aleix Espargaro as he completes the dream double here in Barcelona. It's an historic Aprilia 1-2 as well. Aleix Espargaro wins his home Grand Prix by just under 0.4 of a second. Maverick Vinales takes his role in history as well with 2nd place. Jorge Martin comes over the line in a lonely 3rd. Zarco is 4th. 3 Aprilias in the top 5 with Oliveira 5th. Alex Marquez takes 6th place, ahead of Quartararo, Miller, Augusto Fernandez and Gian Antonio in 10th. There were some really good big battles further down the field, weren't there? Quartararo was just a couple of tenths behind Marquez. Joyous celebrations then down in the factory Aprilia garage as Aleix Espargaro is your sprint and Grand Prix winner here in front of his home crowd in Barcelona.